So they told you that it's impossible for you to run a business whilst you're still employed. Today, my good friends, I am going to share with you a masterclass on how best you can be able, I'm going to call it the blueprint of buying wealth in South Africa using your South African salary today. And we're going to dive in a little bit more. So if you're employed, particularly if you're employed and you are wanting to get to a space where after X number of years, you can actually replace your income, today's masterclass is all about you. On a Saturday like this one, I generally come out and we talk about different things on a Saturday. But more importantly is to educate ourselves on how best we can do different things. So today, it is the masterclass of how best you can be able to replace your salary with that's your active income, right? How best you can replace it so that you can be able to just earn from your real estate. I call it the blueprint. This is the blueprint of real estate. So let's go along. If we are meeting for the first time, my name is TJ, your host, and I'm a former banker and founder here at the TJ Tribe. And I do business with a focus in student accommodation, flips, which is buy and sell, and coaching, with the hope that all of us as young, upcoming modern parents, we can be able to have passive income from real estate. Welcome to the channel. And I'm going to start talking here from a perspective of salaries in South Africa. I do not want us to just talk about fluffy stuff, but I'm going to talk about real numbers in South Africa, things that are happening right now within this year. And you can check this for yourself, or you can reflect on yourself, and then you can see how best these things are applying to you, right? So today we are talking to you, my good friends. You're going to see me looking down here because I've got my notes here, and some of these notes are real numbers. So I just don't want, it's not like I don't want to look at you, I'm looking at you, but I also want to look at the real numbers so that I can give you real facts, né? Because we've done a little bit of research around this. And my team and I, we're like, how best can we help Thabo, who is employed at, at the bank? Susan, who is working at Pick and Pay. How best can we help such kind of people? So that's what today it's all about. But I'm here to show you that you can buy one property a year, starting with your salary today. So that's the theme of the masterclass, buying one property a year. And I'm going to show you a way on how to do that from end to start. And if you got any questions, you can ask them. We will respond. And don't be shy, by the way, to ask any questions, right? Because you are helping you, nobody else. Right. Okay. So we did a research around salaries in South Africa. And let's look at the numbers a little bit. And it says here for most South Africans, so we're not talking about you alone, it's most South Africans. So most South Africans who are working, bearing in mind it has taken people from across many fields and across the entire country. So it's not just like in the urban areas where salaries could be higher, but it's an average. So they say here that it's got a median salary of South Africa. We've got a median salary of around about 15,000 per month. And this is the report as of the 2024, 2025. 2023, salaries hasn't grown that much. So kind of like entry-level jobs, kind of like maybe 15 grand there. Then you've got what they call middle management salaries. And they've got a bandwidth of anything between 30,000 to around about 50,000, right? And then they say here, there is what they call the top 5% in. The top 5% earners. And these guys are generally within the IT, within the finance, medical space. They are on the 80,000 bandwidth, right? In South Africa, they say here, there is a majority of single income households. So, which basically means that a lot of our houses are not dual income. They are more on the single income. It's either the mom who's working or the dad who's working, one of those two. And they've also realized that statistically, The double income houses plus kids, they're kind of like squeezed in because they also have parents to look after. That's another dynamic there we need to look into. And the cost of living is high. But I also want to say to you, my good friends, even though the cost of living is high, what is the dream? In today's video, I said, how about we just buy one property a year? That's the dream. So for me, the dream is not dead. It is possible. It can be done. I want to speak to a single mom who's got a one child first, and then I'll come back to a couple. And let's look at Naledi. Naledi, single mom, one child. Maybe this child is like 4 or 5 years old, you know. If we were to look at these numbers, it basically means that she could be earning around about plus minus 24,000. That's possible. What I am going to talk about, you can replace the number if the situation applies to you. Or maybe you are actually just a single Naledi. You got no kids, so you can just remove the kids part of it, and we follow the process. She got no asset, and she's renting. So she wants a security for a child. This is the dream here. This is dream number one. And then scenario number two is that we've got Thabo and Lesego on the other side. They are a married couple with 2 kids, and combined income, they just about 100 shy, and we're talking about the 50-50. And they have a house, but they feel stuck. They're not so sure how to navigate this. How can we get to the next thing? And they are seen with most of their peers, together with their family members, is actually the breadwinners, the guys who are doing very well, but they themselves, they're actually feeling stuck. And they're trying to figure out, they're here, and they're wanting to figure out how can they build a legacy. So today I'm going to share to you, my good friends, how to buy one property a year, the blueprint of it. Are you ready? Okay, good stuff. Let us go. Now, I'll give you a blueprint, but I'm going to call this blueprint over a period of 5 years. But within those 5 years, each year we are going to focus on different things that we are going to do. If you are to follow this process, my good friends, I followed it myself with my wife. But I was following this process at the back of 5 million. Some of you may remember when I started in real estate, I had a bad debt of 5 million. I had another business that had failed. So I was trying to solve for that problem whilst I was following this blueprint. I have seen this blueprint. I have taught on this blueprint. I have done this blueprint. I see it works. If you are dedicated to it, it works. So today we are at the masterclass. Some of you are going to thank me and say, thank you, Uncle TJ. Like some of my good friends that are overseas, just, thanking us. So year number one, what is the theme? Year number one is, I'm going to call it the preparation year. But more importantly, we are going to learn and prepare. Year number one. See, the bottom there is going to come up. Year number one, learn and prepare. There's round about maybe 4, 5, 6 things that I'm going to share with you in here on the learn and prepare. I'm going to say to you, what you now need to do is to check your credit first, right? Check your credit first. That's the first thing. And then maybe if you already have a property, you may want to make that an access bond. So speak to the bank and find out what is the access bond looking like. Then number two, starts to understand your affordability. Okay? So start to understand an affordability. If you're Naledi, so you got no property, so you're renting, so there's no access bond. But if you're Thabo and Lesego, then yes, you want to engage with your bank to say, how best can we make it an access bond? You're not doing anything. You're just asking the question, is it possible or is it not possible? Then understand your affordability to say, how much do you qualify for? For Naledi, it might be something like 300 to maybe around about 500. So that's kind of like, highish on a salary like that one. There's information on the internet to say, if you earn this much, you potentially be able to have this much as your bond qualification. You can do that by yourself, right? We'll put that somewhere in the notes. There's a calculator that's called Uber, We'll put it in the description, in the notes of this video. You can check it out. Now, number one, I want to say to you, I've been hammering around this and say, guys, attend master classes, attend any form of learning. And it's great that you're learning here at the TJ Tribe and you're coming to plug in. My wife and I, we didn't start off by doing where we are. I think it was back in 2016 when my world of investment changed. And we spent about 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we took off and we went to a Robert Kiyosaki training that was dedicated for that. They had a school called Legacy back in the days. And within that, they were teaching us how to invest. 3 days, packed. And ever since then, I've attended many other sessions that I've attended. The picture that you're seeing there is basically me and my wife when we were, our minds were just opening up. So attend masterclasses. What I've done over the years is to take all this information, I've localized it to make it South African, I've pumped in some more, and hence we do also have here what is called the masterclass. I am not doing this video so that you can come to the tribe and learn. No, you have a choice. There's many guys out there that are teaching this thing. Plug in, pay some money, and learn. Okay, remember, we are in year number 1. Learn and prepare. The second one is that I want you to start to consider and thinking of how much can you save every month. Okay, by the end of this video, I'm going to throw in another curveball that is going to be exciting. So don't check out yet. Stay with me until the end of the video. I am going to give you a curveball that is going to propel your income. So we'll go through the years in terms of what you need to do. So start saving some money. TJ, I can't even save 5 grand. Well, how can you be able to buy a property? Because transfer fees is generally plus minus 10% of the actual property that you're buying. So if it is Naledi who's trying to buy a property for 500,000, 50,000 is going to be needed for transfers. So if you're Thabo and Lesego, you're buying a 2 million rand property, 200,000 is going to be needed. So how best can you start to save? Now, more importantly, this a lot of people don't speak about, but I'll speak to you because I know that Naledi's got a child. Thabo and Lesego, I know they've got a child. Even if you don't have a child and you're just adulting, this is important. Creating a 3-month emergency fund is bare minimum. Whether it is sitting in your bond somewhere, whether it is parked in your credit card somewhere, whether underneath your bed, plan to start to have this. So we've covered year number 1. And then year number 2, what are you going to do? Year number 2, we're going to call it buy your first investment. Because in the last 12 months, you've been learning, so you're clever, you see things differently. You've been out there, you are interacting with other investors. And my good friends, I am extremely sincere about this blueprint. Like I did say, it has helped so many people, it can help you as well. So write your notes if you want to, repeat this video if you need to, share it with other people that you might think they can give you also some insights in terms of how best you can do it differently. Sit down with your girls and say, hey, how can we follow this blueprint? Sit down with your partner, watch this over and over again, get different. Let me say this to you. When you are reading, I'm going to call it the Bible. When you are reading the Bible and you are unsaved, the Bible speaks to you differently. When you've been saved and you read the Bible speaks to you differently. When you have been 10, 15, 20, you're like a seasoned guy in Christianity, the Bible speaks to you differently. How come? Well, you are changing. The Bible is not changing. Similarly to anything, when you're watching this video today and you haven't bought your first property, you might get a few nuggets. Same video, you come back, you watch it again, you're going to get a gazillion nuggets. So my good friends, watch this video over and over again. This is the blueprint of printing money at the TJ Tribe. It's our formula. that we have come up with out of going through to many classes, and we've been learning. So I'm here to help you. My name is TJ. I'm just here to help you. Now, year number 2, buy your first investment. Now, you want to buy your first investments that's giving you the highest return. For Naledi, this might be a 2-bed, 1-bath, right? And of course, you're going to use your salary, and hopefully you can be able to use some of the savings that we got into the first year. If your saving rate is not allowing you to buy in your second year, so maybe you want to actually stay plugged in and listen to what I'm going to say at the end, because that's going to be able to help you to accelerate your savings. Now, having said that, you may want to now also, once you've bought this first property, you can pay an additional 500 to 1,000 Rand on this property. So you're getting now rent from the tenant, and it's your first year on the bond. Consider to top up 500 to 1,000 Rand. That's just going to do magic in your 20 years. You're going to be saving on your interest, and it's going to allow you to have a little bit of more cash, so that in the years to come, you can also tap into this money to extend your real estate. If you don't understand that, by the time you get to year number 5, number 10, whilst you're doing that, my good friends, you are going to thank me. Year number 3 and 5. This is what I say now. Year number 1 and 2, you've been learning, you've been plugged into different communities, you're being inspired, you're going out there, you're seeing great deals, and it's going well. So your emphasis on your first 2 years is hard learning. I don't know how I can express that. Hard learning. The learning never ends. I'm still learning up until now, right? I'm almost 10 years into this and I'm still learning. What I do want to stress out to you is, now, in your year number 3 to year number 5 of the blueprint, this is where we say multiply smartly. What's the word? Multiply smartly. Now, you're going to start using the equity that you have now had on your first property, right? And the top up that you are doing. And you haven't stopped saving, so you're still continuing on that. And now you can go on deal number 2. So year number 3, you're going to do number 2. Year number 4, you're going to do number 3. 5, you're going to do number 4. And year number 6, you're going to do number 5. And you're just buying one deal a year. Now, this one deal per year that I'm talking about, my good friend, is in year number 4 to 5, because you have so mastered how to buy, be it it's a 2-bed, 1-bath, buy something that is manageable, buy something that is cash flowing to you. The reality is that when you get around about year 4, 5, you can now start, instead of buying one a year, it's highly possible with your profitability of your business and with the profitability of you being in the same employer, you have now gotten a little bit of an income increase. You can now double up, so you can buy 2 properties. So which means that the growth of your business is no longer going slow, it's now going that way. Does it make sense? I hope so. Now, you can either partner up with the tribe. You might be saying, TJ, I don't know where to look for deals. Right off the cuff of year number 1, you can say, hey guys, I'm looking for deals. Here at the TJ tribe, will be able to send you those deals. It's a no-brainer, okay? It's not a biggie. We'll send you the deals. The emphasis on all of this within this 5-year period is for you to buy right, funding right, and managing lean. I don't know how to say that. If you're not managing lean, your budget, personal budget, within this 5 years, you're not going to make it. If you're not buying right, you're not going to make it. If you're not, you get the idea, isn't it? Now, I want to say to you, the top necessary actions that you need to take here is education, saving, sacrifice. ESS. Education, saving, sacrifice. Now, many of us, we spend time on TikTok. Like, I wish I'd bought some TikTok shares back in the days. This is not for TikTok investors. Actually, it's not. It's for real parents or real adults wanting to build real wealth. That's what this video is all about. But you're doing it slowly, diligently, right? So to succeed, I'm going to give you a couple of things that you need to do. Track your expenses correctly. That's number one. Dish the lifestyle crap or creep. Yeah. Many of you see me with the same clothes that I wear. If you go back to my videos, I'm wearing the same clothes that I used to wear 5 years ago, 10 years ago, right? Why? There's no value. None of you have ever seen me with a brand of something. Nope. Because I'm in the building phase. Give me another 5 years. I might be wearing some Louis Vuitton. It's called Louis Vuitton, eh? Whatever brands they are out there. Because we'll be able to afford it. Now it's building time. Right? The next point you must do to succeed is educate yourself consistently. I say to people, you've got 2 hours in your day that you can just be able to educate yourself. And some people will argue with me that it's not possible. It's all right. My name is TJ. I'm just trying to help. If you can't find 2 hours of yourself to help you, but you get 5 hours or even longer to go and watch something on Netflix, to go out at a gig somewhere, Sun City. You just don't have, you have the time, but you're not just prioritizing correctly. That's all. I can help you with prioritizing. The next thing that you need to do, this is important. Who you surround yourself with is important. So obviously it is surround yourself with investor energized people, not complainers. People that are not seeing what you're seeing. They're like, yeah, I want to go into student accommodation. Yeah, TJ. You see, TJ, have you seen the news of late, TJ? The minister of this education did this. Did you see the scandal of this? I'm not saying don't look at those things. I am saying look at them, but there is gazillion other investors that are on here making money whilst you're still on the fence. How are they making money? How are the kids graduating year in, year out? The complainers are still complaining on the side, whilst others are banking the money. Okay, more importantly, for you to succeed is this point here. Know your numbers. Know your numbers. It's very, very important. Know your affordability. Know your cash reserves. Know your future deposits. Now, my friends, don't be cute with money. Be very clear. Very, very clear. If you understand that, then you are on your way to success. Now, I want to come back to Naledi and Thabo and Lesego. Ideally, in year number 1, as a single parent, Naledi, with our framework, blueprint, you could potentially be able to save around about 60 grand. It's possible. We did some maths in terms of how best you can do it. If you're living lean, how is it possible? So 60 grand, if you divide that by 12, it will give you an amount that you can save per month. It's a target, right? Potentially buy a property for 350, 400. It might give you some good money. If you're not able to, Naledi, then you can partner up with someone else. Okay? A couple like Lesego and Thabo, you could maybe cut on car costs, consolidate if you do have, try to save up close to 100, 120,000 and chase for a profit of about $1 million to $2 million. You know, and over and above that, if you are able to get to a total monthly income of 10 to 15 on 1 or 2 properties, by the time you get to deal number 5, number 7, your numbers are very, very different. But the problem is we want to do all of these things in one go. Don't do it in one go. A 5-year plan is great. Chase it. After 3 years, reassess it. Plan again for your next 5. What's working, what's not working. Get a guide, somebody who can help you along the way. This is alternative income, my friends. And that's, you are building on a salary, not luck. There's no luck in this thing. It's just pure work. So I want to say to you that the journey is hard. I don't want to lie to you. Like, it is going to be easy. No, it's going to be hard. But you don't have to walk on it alone. You don't. There's many people that are doing this. If you're just wanting to buy 1 property per year and starting where you are right now, the TJ Tribe is designed to show you the way. We've already given you a direction. We've got the masterclass that's called the Making Money Masterclass. It's available. You can plug in there. My good friend, it's time to stop consuming and start building. If you haven't started, you need to start. Hey, my good friend, I apologize that I had to break this hot conversation, but this is very important for us to have a conversation. You might be one of those parents who are beginning to figure out or trying to ask yourself the question, am I doing enough for my kids? Or am I doing enough for my retirement? Or is my job that I am doing, climbing the corporate ladder and making all the sacrifices that you're doing right now, is it giving you enough? And I meet lots of parents that are asking themselves these questions. And the real question is that, is this really it? Well, my good friends, you are not alone. Many parents reach a point where they ask the questions, could there be other options? Could there be a better way to secure my future? And above that, is there a possible dream or the dream of becoming financially freedom? Is it possible? Well, if you are asking yourself those questions, my good friends, you are at the right place. And the reason why I say you are at the right place is because I used to ask myself the same questions. I worked for all the banks that you can think of about here in South Africa. And I traveled throughout Africa and I traveled throughout South Africa, making the bank great. However, this gave me so many skills. This gave me so many opportunities. And above that, I was able to take my kids to school. But here is the thing. I knew very well that this was not it. Whilst I was doing this, I started investing in real estate, as you all know, and you are here. And I started earning what is called alternative income. With that, I reached my financial goal 101, which was basically replacing my income. I did that at the age of 37. That was hallelujah. Achieving financial freedom and retiring at the age of 37. Then what? Then I started building my business, which is now giving me a greater return, and I now spend more time also teaching other people like you. With my years of investing in real estate in different strategies, from buying blocks of flats to student accommodation to doing flips, I then created a 3-part course that we do throughout the year. And we do this 3 times in a year over a weekend, and we call this the Making Money Masterclass. With my years of investing in real estate, from buying blocks of flats to student accommodation and doing flips, I then created a masterclass, which is an ongoing masterclass, and this happens 3 times in a year. My good friends, these weekends are generally packed with real strategies, real examples, and real guidance from myself and a few of the other powerhouse teachers that we also work with that have done the same thing, obviously gaining financial freedom. This isn't a get rich quick scheme. It's not. And I'm not trying to preach to you to say you can come into this class and then you become rich very quickly. No, it's about learning how to build a solid, smart income through real estate. This is not some get rich quick pitch or for you to think, you can leave your job tomorrow. No. This is not that. And this is not also about reckless investments and people just telling you, hey, you can go and do this. This is really about, my good friends, how to build a solid business, how to create smart income through real estate over a period of time. And if a guy like me can do it, I am sure you can be able to do it yourself. Now, if you are one of those people who are hardworking dads, or even you're a single mom, and you're thinking that you want to be able to give your kids more freedoms because you are available, and you can be able to create more choices, and you can leave a stronger foundations, then you belong into this room. We do this 3 times in a year, and it's just basically 3 weekends that you're setting yourself apart to come in and learn. And each learning, or each weekend, it has a different teacher. It has a different topic that we dive in. And if that is you, I want to invite you into that class for $997. It's not a lot of money. I'm sure you've spent more money in doing some stuff that you even regretted. But this time around, I'm saying for $997, you can change your game. You can start to do things differently, and potentially you can start to explore how real estate investments really works. And this can potentially be able to put you into a stepping stone towards your financial freedom. And my friend, this can create a peace of mind. And this is the life that you can design. It's not about us. We give you the work, we give you the guide, and together we can come in and we can do this. So my friends, your family deserves this. Your family deserves the best version of you. And this is out of all creating the freedom that we speak about. And you just thriving in your business. And above all, you being in control of your future. So I'm excited to see you at the next masterclass. And you can check out the link in terms of when is the next date. For $997, we'll see you in class. Some of you have earned the title in the workplace. I'm like, well, if you've earned the title in the workplace, you got the degree, and you got the title in the workplace, how about you turn your title into a title deed? Right? Now I'm going to walk you through this again. This time around, I'm going to throw in a curveball. So we said that in year number 1, you are to educate and prepare, right? Your main focus is just to learn and to build your base of knowledge. That's what it's all about, year number 1. Attending master classes, investor groups, fixing your credit score, getting your pre-qualification, opening up your saving pockets, and you're not buying yet. All you're doing is you're just setting up. Right? Year number 2 is you're preparing to buy. Hopefully you're buying your first. It's your first property, and you're looking for a property that can give you a bit or more equity and a bit of yield. This is where your base cash flow property is going to live from. So you want to buy right. And year number 3 is basically now you're either refinancing on the other property, and you're using your 12 months proven rental income plus your salary and you are maybe releasing a little bit of equity to refinancing on your first property, and now you're jumping onto the second one with a minimum upfront. That's the goal of the second one. Or alternatively, you can now target another high yielding property and you can JV with someone else, right? Someone who's got some big cash, because you know what you're doing in the first year. Year 4, you're buying your property again, another property, but you start using side income. I want to talk to you about the side income that I want to say to you guys. There's side income that you're leaving on the table that can help you a lot. But the first side income that I'm going to talk to you about is your tax returns. Lots of you got tax returns, good money starts pay you some money. Many of you blow it. Bonuses, many of you are getting paid. Don't plan for it, right? Send it in the direction of your real estate. It's going to help you to leverage. That's all I'm saying. There's plenty of deals that come here at the TJ Tribe. Leverage all of that. Use your affordability, your credibility, which can easily secure you 90 to 100% of bond, and you could get your next tenant. And my friends, this is property. This is property increases your monthly. I don't want to call it passive income. Your monthly alternative income, and now it's even if it's 1,000 rand, 1,000 rand is better than nothing. 1,000 rand is better than nothing. Now, your last year you're doubling up. So the blueprint, in summary, put it up on the screen. Year number 1, lend and save. Year number 2, buy your first property. Year number 3, buy via equity and refinance. Year number 4, boost with maybe a partner or a side hustle, which is, I'm going to show you what the side hustle is all about now. And year number 5, buy 2 more. Maybe even leverage your what you've got, or maybe leverage off a JV partner. And now you are getting into the nitty-gritties of the business. I want to introduce to you, my good friend, a side hustle that I think is underestimated with a lot of people. In this side hustle, I used to underestimate it myself back in the days. But I'm going to fuse it in as a new game changer into this masterclass. Now, you keep your salary. Some of you are like, hey, TJ, we're going to get a job. No, calm down. You keep your salary and you keep the plan, the blueprint as it is. But what if I was to tell you that every 8 weeks or even maybe 12 weeks, that's 3 months, huh? So 2 months to 3 months, how about I throw you a 10 to 20,000 on top of your salary? Would you be excited? I think a lot of you will be like, yeah, I am. I also want in. But if I tell you what it is, some of you will be like, But I'm hoping, this is a masterclass, right? So I'm going to hope to share with you the other side of it. Stay plugged in. So number 1, we said, year number 1, you're educating yourself, you're saving. This time round, you're going to get licensed. I already have a license, TJ. What kind of license are you talking about here? Get qualified as an estate agent in 10. For maybe around about 2,000 to 3,000, you can become an estate agent. TJ, me, I don't want to be an estate agent. Selling properties, it's not good for me, TJ. You know, what will people think? What will people think when you do not have food on the table? Yeah, I'm just saying. My name is TJ, I'm just trying to help you. I want that to see about the estate agent, ne? Consider it. I've got 2 of my boys who have become estate agents. They are making this 10 to 20 grand that I'm now talking about on a monthly basis, because now they are machines. We spoke about year number 1. Educate yourself, save, get licensed. Now, not only are you educating yourself on real estate investing, but you're also beginning to learn how does property work in general whilst you're being an agent. As an agent, you're going to meet many people that are selling. So you are first in line for maybe potential buyer. Or even better, you get to understand how to source opportunities. Oh, this is the best that I've ever given you in terms of a masterclass. I'm telling you. Now, your goal is once you get qualified, it doesn't take much to get qualified. Some of you are already qualified because some of you have got degrees and so on. You don't want to be a full-time agent. So think of it this way. All the people that have money are employed somewhere, right? So in the time of employment, they are not working. I mean, they're not coming to view houses anyways, right? So you're not losing out. At the evenings, that's when they are viewing, like an early evening. So you can also do an early evening, right? Because you're not at work. Over the weekend, instead of just be like with your kids or whatever, not building anything, now you can be able to be chasing to earn 10 to 20 grand or even more, right? I'm just saying, I'm your friend. My name is TJ. I am seeing these things, right? The goal for you is to sell just one property every month and split commission with your agency. That's how it works. I'm going to give you simple numbers. So I'm going to calculate. You sell a property for R1 million. Okay. Let's just call many agents, they charge around about 100 grand. So 100 grand is commission. Of that commission, 50% divided by 50%, it goes out to the agent. Many agents, but obviously you can check with your agents in the area. So it's basically divided by 2, and you get to be paid 50 grand. But because there is taxes and so on, let's just call it that you'll be around about 20 grand. You got it? Got it. But there's different ways in which you can be able to run away from tax. Maybe if you're doing it in a company, that kind of stuff. But let's just call it Lesego, Naledi, they are becoming an instant agent. There is better efficient processes of doing it. All right, let's go ahead. That was year number 1. So you didn't sell anything. In year number 1, you just spent. Spend your time in learning and becoming licensed. Now, so are we in agreement of this 20 grand? Let's just make it 10 grand, on the lowest side. Year number 2, you're selling a property every second month. You're selling one property. So if that is 10 grand and you're selling a property every second month, so that's 6 months. So that's 10 times 6. So now all of a sudden you have 60 grand net coming to you, right? And in year number 1, we already said we are going to save 100 grand. The same time that you've got, and now you've just learned a new skill. This new skill is not only allowing you to be an investor, but it's also making you understand real estate in general. So not only do you make 60 grand, but you got immense knowledge. Oh, Dimwang. Yo. My name is TJ. I'm just here. I'm just here to teach you. That's all. Year number 3. What do we do? Year number 2. You're using your salary, bond approval, and you got the 60K. Now it's 120K. And my good friends, you are now plowing all of that money into this investment of yours. Now, You're using your side hustle cash to fund simple things like renovations, top-ups, possible. More importantly, remember earlier on we said in year number 1, in year number 2 on your first deal, you can be able to pay 500 to 1,000 rand. Now you're not paying 500 to 1,000. Yes, you are, but you can even pay every second month an additional 20 grand, 10 grand. We said we are keeping on the lowest side, right? An additional 10 grand. Woo! Anyway, my name is TJ. I'm just trying to help you. Now, or potentially you're saving for the next deal, right? Now, let's go on. Does this make sense, my good friends? I'm hoping that it does. Year number 3, you're beginning to understand more and more of your side hustle, and now you're getting maybe properties to 2 million. I say just the 1 million, 1 million, 1.5. Those are like easy in, easy go. I know the commission is not great, but they sell fast, right? And you can now get into a space where if you're really concentrating on this, not only that are you selling, like I was speaking to one of my boys who owns an estate agent, and I said, dude, your best agents, how many do they do? He says, like, my best agents, they do 2 in a month, 2 to 3 in a month. And I'm like, wow, if you just to do 1. Here we're working on, you're starting off, you're doing 1 every 2 months to 3 months. I told you, you're sleeping on money, right? You're sleeping on money. Now let's talk about the estate agent side hustle. Let's just do a recap on it. I'm landing the plane now. I'm hoping that I got your juices running, and you're like, okay, where else? What can I do? Why you want to become an estate agent is also an investor. Number 1 is that you can sell properties every 2 months. The result is that you are earning anything between 60 grand to as far as 120,000 or even more per year on your side income. Number 2, it helps you with deposits, legal fees, and so on. The result, you're winning, right? I can't take this away from you. It improves your market knowledge because you're in the game. I always tell people, stay close to the fire. In this case, if you don't have cash and you're becoming an estate agent, you can become a part-time estate agent. How do you stay close to the fire? So you're becoming knowledgeable. So yes, you'll be able to learn and earn. Woohoo! What does it? Learn and earn. Right. Now, it opens up to you what I call the investor networks. Right? So, yes, deals, they will start now to come your way and you can start to assess. And my good friends, I want to say this to you. Once you have decided that this can be your side hustle, where do you start? Number 1, if you're wanting to do it, for those of you who are at home are like, I didn't think about this. I think I can do it. My friends at Productive Realty, they can help you. You can reach out to them. There's the details online and say to them, I'm available. I'd like to become an agent. When can I start? How do I start? They'll give you the requirements. Simple, right? If they say to you, no, you're too far away from you're from KwaZulu-Natal or what, maybe they might not be able to work with you. I don't know. If they say that, then in your area, not even like La Lucia or somewhere far. No. Where you are staying, everybody stays somewhere, eh? Where you are staying, I guarantee you, if you start to looking for boards today, just by walking over the weekend, you're walking in, you'll be able to see no less of 5 boards of estate agents. Your job is to call them and say, how can I be an intern? If you're Naledi and you're employed, you say, how can I be an intern part-time? Similar with Lesego, Thabo. But I want to add in another curveball here of another guy, let's just call him Julius. Yeah? Julius, you're at home, you're doing nothing, been retrenched or whatever it is, but you like property, go and become an estate agent full time. My name is TJ. I'm just trying to help you.